Slight problem. The Byzantine Battleship 2 is this fucking awful semi-armored cruiser hull that I'm really not a fan of. I do like the double-stacked casement guns, but if you look at it's slower than the Battleship 1, has less hull form, it is more stable, it has less float, has almost just very slightly more resistance, and yeah, it's bigger, but let's go equivalent size. This one is base 34 million. And this one is base... I know it's not quite the same, but it's 29. So you're paying a pretty big premium for a ship that just is not as good. So... yeah, I'm just going to change that. Well, not straight away, but I will... yeah, I'll ask Rocket, who is the wonderful chap who... has done all of the work on like the part models and guns, all that stuff, which not showing off just yet. But he's the one who picked the ships for the Byzantine Empire, and I know that he just kind of threw them together. And it's quite fun for me to be like, oh, what's going on? We do have the experimental battleship too. Yeah, so if I tell him that I don't like the Battleship 2 hull at all, but we've got the experimental Battleship 2, so that's fine. This is an okay hull to build on. Right. Yeah, might as well go with a top-end tower. Cage mast, but not Americans. And the garbage base accuracy on that thing. I'll go with the 1. Just so the ship looks a little more even, although I'm not a huge fan of the rear tower being taller. I know it actually was the thing, but it looks a bit off to me. Can I fit 3 of those? No, I can fit 2. Which gets me to 37. Or I could fit, like, just a whole bunch of those. Ha ha, yeah! More funnels! Because we now have induced boilers. Okay, we don't need that many. Good. Thank goodness for induced boilers. Good God. Can we just go with the 2? Yeah, we could. We could go with 1, actually. Just go with 1 big funnel in the middle. Wow, that's a lot more efficient weight-wise. Okay, size as well. We can make it bigger, but the problem with this ship is when you make it bigger, you just get more stuff in the middle. 7844. Wow, that's lighter? Okay, there's definitely something weird going on, and that's a vanilla thing. If you put 2 funnels down, it's lighter than a single funnel. Like this isn't correct. I don't know what it does, but I think that fills up the space nicely. We want to be able to do 18 knots. That's going to drop the efficiency, but it's still high enough. We're not going over. Oh, we are going over on the hull. What about if we reduce the beam? That helps a little bit. But it needs to be able to do 18 knots, otherwise I don't think it's worth building. This is actually going to be smaller. Interesting. If we can make it... well, it's probably not going to be cheaper, but... let's keep the same 12-inch guns. Uh, 12-inch... 34. More torpedoes and more secondaries. It can have a rangefinder. Wow. Fancy pants. Ah, and reinforced bulkheads. Lovely. Yeah, I'd rather have white powder. Ballastite is very explodey. Technical term. Standard crew quarters, please. And probably we're going to want the same armor as we used before. Oh, 6% over. Well, that makes sense given the fact that we're basically building a larger ship, trying to fit a larger ship on a smaller hull. The question is, what do we change? I think I'm going to change the 6-inch guns out as a start, and you might seem odd because they're not that heavy, but we do have the 4-inch Mark II. And we have to make some sacrifices. It's still a 6-inch gun? Where? There. So go to the 4-inch Mark IIs. Which doesn't save a lot of weight, I'll admit. But it is slightly better. Yeah, it's that armor. We're going to have to go to many bulkheads as well. 2%. 2%. I don't want to lose speed. Maybe we do have to go down to standard bulkheads. 23 tons. Okay, we must be able to lose 23 tons from somewhere. How about making this only 14-inch? There you go. So this is effectively the same type of ship as the Secretaurus, the Thermistoklis. Thermistoklis would be, wouldn't it? Yeah, Thermistoklis. So, I mean, it's 70 million. It's slightly more expensive. But I think the big difference... What is the big difference? I mean, it's a more up-to-date ship. Basically. Oh, I didn't change the engine. I'm an idiot. I had it on the basic steam engine. Okay, that's going to increase the... Wait, does it actually make it cheaper? It does. Damn, that's just flat better. We're going to have many bulkheads if I lose 16 tons. Again, barbette armor, which is not always super useful. We'll shade that down. So it's almost the same. It's a little bit smaller, has a lighter secondary battery, but it has more torpedoes. And it does have superior engine efficiency and range. Yeah, although this feels like we're standing still rather than progressing. It will give us another battleship, importantly. And although it's not really a mechanic in the game, I feel like we're learning. Every time we build one of these ships, we're getting better at the concept of battleship construction. Yes. Anyway, that'll give us a second battleship. Very helpful. And yeah, I'll keep an eye on whatever's going on over here. Oh, jeez. And I guess, well, I'll see you when there's some news. Oh dear, the war seems to be expanding. Germany and China, France and China, Spain and China, China and Portugal. Okay. The war is not going well for the Scandinavians, by the way. Their fleet got absolutely hammered. I think it's being repaired, but all those battleships are no longer on active duty, so they have nothing to hold back this invasion. So I think Western Denmark is going to fall. They might be able to take Western Sweden. Yeah, it's looking really bad. As for a war with China... Jesus fucking Christ. Yep. Dominoes are falling. I do not... Oh, do I want to go with war with Portugal? I could. I mean, they don't have a lot that is particularly interesting to us. I mean, we could nab Timor for the lols. But no, mostly what I'd be looking to take would be Mozambique, Angola, something like that. Yeah, Mozambique or Angola. Brazil. Of course. But yeah, I think there's nothing connected to us, so they're not a particularly interesting target. Because there is a big advantage to us keeping our empire contiguous, but maybe we should just go ham. But this is looking very bad for the Scandinavians. They've been losing transports as well, which can be pretty crippling because they've got, where is it? Yeah, here, the Virgin Islands. So they've been losing transports over there as well. Well, I'll keep an eye on it. Right, things are not going well. Not well at all for the Scandinavians. Yeah, Denmark's fallen. Western Sweden has fallen. This is going nowhere. Yeah. I think they're in trouble. I think they are in real trouble. Oh. Okay. Well, the AI is pretty... German AI is pretty aggressive there. Just launched a whole bunch of invasions, just going absolutely ham on them. And they really hate us. So yeah, this could be bad. This could be bad. This war could absolutely spiral out of control. So I'm a little bit worried, to be honest. Yeah, I think the First World War is starting a little bit early. Shit. Torpedo boat destroyer, that's good timing. Okay, yeah, we could definitely use some fucking ships. I'd be chatting with Rocket whilst ending the turn. Yeah, I think the easiest solution is to remove this battleship. It doesn't fit. The experimental battleship is just better. And although I'm using them, I think these are too good. I think the given how many masted ships the Byzantines get, I think this is too modern. This is too good. They should be stuck with this rubbish. These really slow things for a while. I think that could make an interesting playthrough. So even though I have used these, because they're great, I don't think they should get access to them. That's first order optimization problem. And this is just an ugly piece of crap. So, torpedo boat destroyer. Yes. For a start, we can make them much bigger at 800 tons. Second of all, we can actually put semi-decent tech on them. Although we are going to have to reduce this. How fast are the torpedo boats? 24. What about if we reduce the beam? Oh yeah, that helps a lot. Yay, hydrodynamics. 750 tons. Probably don't need a fancy front tower on this thing. Or a fancy gun in particular, but keep it with a 4-incher. And then we're going to need a bunch of funnels. How about... Well, we don't need a dual funnel. Efficiency is looking pretty good, actually. Yeah, we just need the one funnel. Don't need a ton of them. How much engine power are we trying to feed here? 6,000 horsepower. But yeah, if we were going on naturals, we'd need a ton of them. Thank God for induced boilers. Right. Wow, we can really stuff this thing full of torpedo launchers. Thanks to the fact they now weigh very little. It's a much more realistic weight, by the way, as far as I can work out. But yeah, that thing is going to mess somebody up. That's the kind of torpedo boat I like. White powder, gun cotton. Let's make the torpedoes bigger. That does make them a little bit heavier, but not much. You can get a rangefinder. And even put a little bit of armor on, potentially. Again, we're limited to iron plate, so it's not exactly great, but it's something. Yeah, I could see these being okay. Not sure about the... yeah, can we go many? Not quite. We can go standard bulkheads. Can we get a little bit of extra speed? No. But we do get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 torpedoes out of this thing. The nichos. Or nichos. Yes. Glorious. This thing will also die immediately if someone looks at it funny. With cramped crew quarters and that many torpedo launchers on the deck, they will get shot off, and I will... These things are going to be exceptionally fragile. They're also going to be a massive target. What's the range on these torps? 1.7. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either. Cool. How many of those can we afford? We have 2.2 million a month spare. Oh, not that many actually. We'll 4 right away. The battleship will be finished soon, and then we can plow money into building more of those. But yeah, I want to increase my sheer number of ships, and torpedo boats, particularly torpedo boats like that, are going to be the cheapest way to do it, I think. Just to make sure that if they try and port strike us, that we're covered, because there's quite a lot of ports where there's just nothing in them at the moment. Okay, we have a territory change. Katsu Bay has been conquered by China. Did the Austro-Hungarians immediately try to... Fucking hell. Okay, so this is... We are well out of this nonsense. Because our economy is still growing at peacetime levels, because we're not involved in this clusterfuck. Bloody hell. Right. Austria, 1 battleship, okay. Italy has 4. They quite like us, though. Where's Germany? Here they are. Wow, all their battleships are damaged, I'm assuming. Armour logistics is still 100, but everyone's armour logistics is probably going to be 100 for the entire campaign, because I'm on legendary. Yeah, the Royal Navy is significantly larger. France is at war with Scandinavia? Jesus. Oh, they've peaced out with the Germans. Interesting. I mean, I suppose Germany did get some pretty nice territory, but... Yes. Yep, quite happy sitting here. Going, yep, you guys just smash each other to bits. We've nearly got that extended torpedo force ready. I want to build one more. And I think that'll be enough to cover us for a bit. We're very behind on tech. There is nothing I can do about that. Nothing at all. Aside from expanding our economy, which is a slow process because, yeah, there are no easy targets, really. The Austrians, if they get battered, could potentially be weak. The Russians aren't particularly strong. But they're strong enough. Anyway, yeah, back to watching and waiting. Okay. Italy. It's gone and grabbed Belgium. That's not good for the Dutch. They could probably take it back at some point. Yeah, the Dutch have not been faring very well. Most of their fleet is damaged or otherwise out of action. We actually have a larger fleet than the Austrians now. Or a larger active fleet, because a lot of theirs is damaged. Potentially there's going to be a war kicking off very soon in our neck of the woods. We're not in a terrible shape. Look, we're not even on the bottom of the pile. Might be temporary because of all that repairing, but we've jumped up to kind of bottom of the middle tier, I guess. Our economy is still pretty woeful, but we're past Scandinavia now, past Portugal, we're past the Netherlands. The next person we need to catch up to, or the next country, yeah, Japan on 32, I guess. Spain's on 39. Yeah, we've still got a pretty small economy. We're really going to... I mean, a war with Austria could be very transformative for us, because that'll really start getting things going, but we'll have to wait and see. Oh, boy. Okay. Yep, we don't really have an option. Oh, we get some new battleships. 3 of them. Battleship 3, Experimental 4, Experimental 3. Might be worth just laying that ship down right now. Okay, there's a lot going on. I want to have a quick look at those hulls. Oh, that's American. Interesting. So that's the 3. And we have the Experimental, which is such a fat ship. Look at it. Look, it's so cute and chubby. Or the 4. The 4 is again chubby little thing. But they're not bad, actually, either of those. We could go the Experimental 3, Experimental 4. This thing can be okay. But I think these two Szidonya a bit better. Go on the 3 and then the 4, like a small and a bigger version. Although they're so similar, we could just go straight for the 4, to be honest. Yeah, we could build a chubby little inland. I mean, for the bed, a barge like this maybe not the worst choice. But yeah, I'm not going to do that right now because we need to get our fleet on the go. So that means switching everything to sea control. We could probably capture Montenegro relatively easily. The trouble is, I think the Germans and the Spanish are going to join against us as well. So we really need to try and play this smart. But the Australian... If it was just the Austro-Hungarians, I'd be confident. What's Italy up to? Oh, Italy likes us. Well, that's pretty handy. If the Brits... see, yeah, the Brits are not currently blocking the Straits of Gibraltar, which is a bit of an issue. Because I could send I could send the fleet to the Adriatic and try and... Oh, of course, but we have the Black Sea as well. Yeah, we really want to try and take Bulgaria and Romania first, I think. And eliminate this battleship. Yeah, that's what we need to do. Okay, let's assemble a fleet. Right here. I'm not going to bring torpedo boats, but I am going to bring escorts. What is this shocking behaviour? What any... Yeah, we've got a light cruiser down here. I think bringing a couple of the light cruisers with us is going to be useful. So I want to spread my torpedo boats out a little bit, because some of them have just concentrated, which is not what I want them to do. Any of the concentrations? Yeah, there's a couple down there. Do we have anything up here? No, we don't. Right. Let's move torpedo boat. 2000, 2000. Yeah. Let's move the other torpedo boat. And let's see if we get any battles turn 1. Yep, here come the Germans. Yeah, we could try and pay them off, but... Well... We could just pay them off. But no, that's no fun. Well, we have a battle, alright. Our battleships, 2 light cruisers. This is the Tyrol. And these guys. Now, this is using compound, these using iron plate. Well, that makes me feel a little bit happier. They haven't deployed nickel steel. They'll probably have access to it, but they haven't deployed it. We need to get some points on the board. Yeah, definitely the objective here is to lock the Austro-Hungarians out of the Black Sea. And, well, really to try and take as much Austro-Hungarian territory as we can possibly manage. Okay, very good. Stop the... Stop the bouncing. Eventually the physics engine will kick in. There we go. The Roman Navy sets sail. Right. That is an interesting design. I love the bubble turrets. Yeah, that's not a very great ship, but I'm expecting that the Black Sea probably has the least good Austrian ships in it. Let's not do anything stupid like getting too close too quickly. So your torpedo range 0.9, and yours 0.9. That helps a lot. You're the same type. You are. Also not fast. Okay. Okay, so we can get relatively close to them, because our torpedoes have a superior range to theirs. That's very good to know. We want to try and cut them off, because they're sailing this way. We have trained crews. What do they have? Green. Interesting. Green's pretty common in these early wars. Ooh, hit but ricocheted. Ricochet. We are engaging at a pretty steep angle. So we cross their T. Yeah, 6-inch guns. Superior range, definitely being helpful. They haven't done much damage. They have done some. Ergo the 4-inch guns. Doing a little bit. Right. You two, I don't want you doing something stupid, so... Ooh, that was a good shot. Letha taking a bit of a hit. Bosna taking a hit as well. Right, given that that's what the cruisers are up to. We've definitely got more accurate gunnery than they do. We're averaging 10, they're averaging 2.6 across all weapons. Oh, torpedo deck. And a main belt pan. Oh, Tyrol in trouble then. Which you kind of expect, sailing directly into 2 battleships that are broadside onto you. Accuracy's pretty good for this era. And that sort of range. Just need the shells to bite. Another solid hit to the Bosna. Ooh, yes! That was a very good hit. Another nice hit on one of the protected cruisers. That a target switch from the Sectorus? No, just a miss. Destroyed a gun. Oh, very good. No explosion. Just blew up some of their torpedoes, though. Close enough to fire our torpedoes? No. But Igon 5. Oh no, she's got the shorter range torps. Hey, there we go. That'll finish her off. Good. Okay, now can we finish off these protected cruisers? I think we can. They're not the fastest ships in the world. They're already under fire. planet. Taking a hit there. Good, good. Liking this. Lots of damage going in. Yeah, they're just kind of aimlessly floating about while we slowly pick them apart. Bosna is almost gone. And sinks. Down goes the planet. I think the Litha also in trouble. Trying their best. But are sunk. Well, the first victory. Hopefully one of many for the Byzantine Empire. Most damage done by the Thermistoklis. Nice. 4-inch guns did a fair bit there, actually. Only a bit less than the 6-inch guns on the Sectoris. But getting those hits with 12s, yeah, that definitely that definitely made the difference. Right, well that's a good start. That is auspicious. Auspicious, because oh, fuck off. Yeah, I'm gonna have to readjust my finances. Whoop. Can still afford it. That's important too. Now, how big is this fleet? 33,000 tons. Now, they have another 8 light cruisers and that battleship and an armoured cruiser, so it's not like they don't have anything. Do they have very much over here? A cruiser, 2 armoured cruisers, battleship, armoured cruiser. Okay, what's attacking us this way? Which is not great. But we might be able to just immediately, because it's been reduced. Yeah, let's go for Bulgaria. Because if we can take Bulgaria, if this looks bad, and we've got enough victory points, we can just peace out. That war with Germany, though. We need allies. Britain, France, Italy, all of those would be good allies. Help us with the land combat. That would be very useful indeed. Anyway, all of that plus a new battleship will be in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Naval Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.